Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brothers out here doing this work in sincerity and in truth. We want to now get into the word of the Lord. Go ahead and start with the scripture, bro.
Revelations 12:1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun. Let me get a precept for the woman.
Yeah, the woman is, before the brothers get it, is Israel, clothed with the sun, knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge, but knowledge of what? Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6:2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Right. Isaiah 6:2 said that he has likened a woman, likened Israel, basically to a beautiful woman. Go ahead.
Right, because we're getting married, to the Lamb. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun. The sun represents wisdom, and the moon represents understanding.
Right.
Under her feet and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Right, the crown of 12 stars represent the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered.
Right. So, with child bearing the child to be delivered, basically the issues that's about what was in 70 AD. Go ahead. Not 70 AD. In this last Atlantic slave trade. Go ahead, bro.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right. It represents what's that? The EU. God, and the EU, and basically what was it? Goddamn, the Edomites, the devils.
Because they start off as 10 nations, but now they splintered off to even more nations.
26.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads.
All right, because I'm all rulers. Go ahead.
Let me name the 7 heads too. Germania Major, Germania Minor. You got France, Spain, Romans, Greeks, and there's one more.
Romans, Greeks.
It'll come to me a little bit later.
Yeah, Russia not one of them.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads, and his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven.
His tails drew the star. Talking about the 3rd part, because you got 3 parts of men. Well, you talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi on this one.
Britain, that's what it was.
Yeah, Britain, God. He's talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Go ahead.
And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and did cast them to the earth.
Right.
And let me get a precept for being cast down, because it wasn't talking about they was just, in the heavens going tweet, 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 and they just got cast down.
Right.
This is a Lamentation. Let me get, because this book is, uses metaphors and similes and similitudes. And that's how you got to understand it, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right.
It says, Lamentations 2:1. How have Yahweh covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger.
Right. Go ahead, break that down, bro.
So basically, because we weren't, all up in heaven in the skies, he said, you want me to just throw you down here on earth. We was in heavenly rulership, basically. So we were ruling, and then he said, I'm gonna cease this, the curse is gonna come upon you, and we've been cast down to the earth, meaning a lower state, because we were already on the earth, just meaning on the earth, meaning just a lower estate.
Right. But the lower estate, meaning we're not in the state we're supposed to be in, the proper rulers at this moment. Go ahead, bro.
God. I'm gonna read verse 4 again. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which we read in Jeremiah 6:2. That woman is Israel, which was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Right. That's the conflict we have with Esau. Like in the womb, he held her here. We're always gonna have conflict with this damn devil, and from the womb, and that's what he wanted to cast us down.
Yeah, that goes back to one of the earliest prophecies. That's what's put enmity between thy seed and the serpent's seed.
3:6, the third chapter of Genesis, 16. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5, and she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with the rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne.
Yep. Yeah. And he was talking about the Lord. Go ahead.
And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days.
So we went to the interiors of Africa, and when we went in the interiors of Africa, then we was there for a while, and then that damn devil came and pulled us out of there. See, this is about how these damn devils got us. They looked for us, found us. They was it sounded like they was looking for us for the whole time. When they realized what they had going on, like what Christopher Columbus said is in the book of Esdras. They was looking for the brothers over there, but they knew about the other side of the world. Why? Because the scriptures is the ones that have more validity in any book. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7, there was war in heaven.
Right.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Well, this ain't that mystical 1,000-year reign type shit. It's about not that. I mean, it's not the
where Satan had a fist fight.
Yeah,
with God.
fist fight with. There you go. When Satan had a fist fight with the Most High,
right.
When he worked for him, So the war is talking about in the future tense, meaning that when Michael and the angels start and Esau, when Esau tried to get his military, the Lord. Michael, the chief prince, is gonna fight with the Lord, and we're gonna destroy them. They had to fight with that damn devil, basically, and the future tense, meaning the military time at the end of the whole matter. Go ahead, bro.
And I'm reading verse 7 again. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against, because at heaven, there's different heavens. There's not a fight. Exactly. There's not a fight going on in the Most High's realm. That right there is fucking ridiculous.
No.
Yeah, man. Keep reading, man.
Okay.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
So they saying that they were destroyed. So the so-called white man who's foolishly thinking he can destroy the Lord and the angels is going to try to accept this challenge when they see the angels, when you see the Lord come into this atmosphere, and they durst fight, Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9, and the dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. And his angels were cast out with him. So the so-called white man, woman, and child, they lost their rulership and their foothold in the world. Satan, who the spiritual demon, Satan controls them, but he's fooling their ass too. Fooling their ass, to deceive themselves, to think they are going to be able to at least accomplish their enterprise, and if they not able, they're going to try to take everybody or destroy the planet Earth. That's the only thing about the so-called white man. His stupidity makes him do stupid shit. His stupidity makes him think he can fight the power that created him.
Let me make this point too. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. It didn't say it deceived the whole heavens. He said that serpent deceived the whole world, and then it was cast out. So if it deceived the whole world, then there had to be inhabitants on the earth at that time, which was ruled by people. Wasn't talked about in the beginning.
Right.
And there was just just two people on the earth. Then Satan, was already out because he tried to rebel against the Most High. No, he deceived the whole world.
That's a beautiful point, huh?
And his angels were cast out with him. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God. And so now, after he's cast out of heaven, it said, now comes salvation. If Satan was cast out at the beginning, our salvation, that means our salvation would have came, among Adam and Eve right then and there.
Right.
Verse 10 again, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Yeah, that devil accused us day and night, putting pork in front of us, knowing we're starving,
Speaking of the fucking devil.
Yeah, kind of, they right there, goddamn Jew rats. We walk by, and hey, y'all gonna feel that fire. These goddamn devils is the reason that we are in this predicament where they took our name out of the earth for a second. You can never take nothing from the Most High, and they're the whipping stick, but we needed our ass whooped, so we got it. But shit, hey, all this is gonna return on your head, devil. Go ahead, read that again.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
So they would go in their witches' covers. They would worship. They would pray. Look at your people. Look at your people, and tell them that look, they out here sinning against you and everything. And look, he knows what you're doing. It's like you can't even fool the power that you're fooling the power. You think you're fooling the power that created you. And how stupid is that? That's how stupid these damn devils is, man.
And man, another thing, this scripture also proves that Esau wasn't done away a bunch of fucking years ago, because it says accuser of our brethren, and he's spoken about in Revelations. So he got to be cast, and it says the accuser of our brethren is cast down, but it also says that Satan was cast down. So that goes to show that our brethren, who is Esau, is fucking Satan. And Satan is also equated with being man as well as being a spiritual demon.
Right.
Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
Now, who are they actually talking about? Who overcame them? Who didn't want to go and sin, or who tried their best to the best of their ability, try to make supplication to Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai for their sins? Who's the only men that did that? Hey, it was the men that was called the elect. They was the only ones out here who was trying to worship and do right. Read that part again.
Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
By Yahweh Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shai was in them.
And they loved not their lives unto the death.
Hey, I could attest. I hate my life, man. I hate my life. You can't understand how much I hate this place and my life. It's just every day you get to say that, because it's nothing but filth and distress and lies, murder. People, you deal with these goddamn Israelites, and they are just pieces of shit. And you gotta go through this every day. You might think somebody cool, man. Them motherfuckers always show their hand. The Most High never let you get comfortable with anybody. That's why the Akim is only got your back. That's why you deal with the brotherhood. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down onto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Right, they got a short time. It's a limitation to what the goddamn devil is, his walk on this earth. So he knows if he can't do everything he wants to do, we're creating this nuclear weapon to probably destroy everybody else so we can survive, and we can just make our nation thrive on this earth. So if the devil, this goddamn white man, if he get a chance to rule this earth by himself with only his people, he'll put his own people in slavery and bondage and great bondage. So And on top of that, he destroyed the earth. And what the hell? That's why I say the sea. It's saying even woe to the sea, man. Because it's like this devil's destroyed everything. Every facet of this earth, the air. Man, you can't even get around nothing. You can't walk without tripping. You can't drive without a big speed bump. That little shit is irritating. You can never go through a day where it's smooth. So the Most High is actually you have to put this devil out of the earth, because all he is pieces of shit. This motherfucker gonna still have his spirit. And he gonna still try to hide his spirit. And even in the time to come. Because Satan's still gonna be running around loose. So we can't let him. The Most High is not about to let this devil prosper anymore. He's about to let this devil burn himself out. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child.
Mm-hmm.
And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, and to her place where she is nourished for a time, times, and half a time from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Right, they trying to do that again. Because when they come with that martial law, that's that flood we talking about. And woe to them that give suck in those days. Woe to them that, because it's really, I can't, it really ain't time to push, time to have, children in this time. But hey, if you haven't, that's the Lord, So, the flood is going to come. They ain't got those agendas for nothing, Rex 84, the King Alfred plan. These are not out here for no reason. And they're not, it wasn't released for no reason. These goddamn devils release everything. They let everything be known. Like in their moves and everything. In the Rex 84 and how the military is going to do. And they only coming for the Hebrew Israelites, or black Christian, or black Hebrew Israelites. Man, this is that flood that's going to come and try to destroy the men of the Lord. And that's what it is, because the elect is the only one that the Most High is going to redeem on his first wave. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. With verse 15. And the serpent cast out his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Right, those artifacts that the Lord let be seen, that shows that who we are, which helps us, like King David, or whatever, But it helps it helps our cause. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yeah, So, he made war with her. For what reason? Because he does not want to come out of his rulership. Not realizing that not realizing soon he's going to be out of his rulership. And the so-called white man, well, Joe Smo, that regular cracker, he don't understand shit. All he knows is his great America. America is great. It's a great kingdom, but it's not going to be a great place on this. It's not a great place on this earth, and the greatness is going to be dim. That light is going to be dim, And and death is going to come to the so-called white man and the rest of the nations for what they did to the Israelites. Hey. You went for your heart, and look what you got. You did everything perpetually to hate us, to take us out, but now guess what's about to happen? Everything that you did is going to turn back on you. So and with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostle nails, the great millstone. Peace, salutations to your brothers out here doing this work sincerity and in truth. And shalom.
Shalom.